Hello, this is Doug with Day Trader Insights, where we create bite-sized videos to help you up your trading game. Have you ever seen a stock explode and thought, why didn't my scanner catch that sooner? Or have you ever thought, there has to be a better way to find these stocks? I'm just not seeing everything that I want to see. That's exactly what I was thinking about 10 months ago. Today, I want to tell you the story of how these questions eventually led me to build what I now call DTI. Like many traders, I've tried different scanners, watch lists, trading tools. Some worked well, but many were expensive, and sometimes I felt like the opportunities weren't reaching me the way I wanted them to. I wanted alerts based on the information that mattered to my trading style, not someone else's. I hope that makes sense to you. I started looking at different market data providers, but the more I searched, the more frustrated I became. And one data provider, and I'm going to bring this up on the screen for you to see, one provider actually quoted pricing that could reach as much as $3,000 per month for the type of data access I really wanted. I remember thinking, there's no way I'm going to pay for that. What the hell? $3,000 a month? Seriously? Anyways, that's when I started asking myself, is there another way to do this? And one day I found out that Thinkorswim could stream live market data directly into Excel using something called RTD, which stands for real time data. So I started experimenting. And, first, it was nothing special, just a few formulas, a couple of alerts, and a lot of trial and error. But every time I traded, another idea came to mind. What if I could find these stocks sooner? What if I could rank these alerts? What if I could automatically track what happened after each alert? What if I could learn which alerts actually work best over time? Little by little, Live Scanner, now called DTI, short for Day Trader Insights, began to grow. And just to kind of give you an idea of what that looked like, um, anyways, this was DTI in the past when it was still in Excel. Um, you know, one feature became another, then another. That little spreadsheet slowly turned into thousands of lines of code, dozens of features, countless late nights, and more cups of coffee than I can count. Before I knew it, what started as a spreadsheet had evolved into a tool that worked really well for me. It wasn't perfect, but it was helping me find stocks faster. In my experience, alerts for new symbols being added to Thinkorswim watch lists were often late to the party. I was late seeing the move as a result. I wanted to know about these moves sooner, more like when they're just starting. That's one of the things ETI helped me accomplish. It helped me scan the market, generate alerts, collect data, and begin answering questions that I couldn't answer before. But eventually I had a wall. Excel had taken me farther than I ever imagined it would. The problem wasn't Excel. The problem was that DTI had grown far beyond what I originally intended it to become. Every new feature became more difficult to add, performance became harder to maintain, making changes took more effort than they should have. Somewhere along the way, I realized I wasn't building a spreadsheet anymore. I was building a trading information tool. So I decided it was time to move out of Excel and turn it into a real tool. Today, DTI has become something I never imagined when I first started it, and that's really why I'm making this video. I've reached the point where I'm refining what works for me, but I've realized that new ideas from other traders could make this even better. For the past 10 months, I've been building the features that I thought would be useful to me, and now it's getting to the point where ideas from other traders could really take this to the next level. There's only so much one trader can think of, and my trading style and criteria are very different from those of other traders. I actually use very few indicators overall, so I'm sure there are some ideas and workflows that I haven't even considered. That's what this channel is going to become. I'm going to share what I'm working on, the features I'm adding, the problems I'm trying to solve, the ideas that don't work, the improvements that do, the indicators I'm testing, the research I'm doing, and the thought process behind every major decision. Most importantly, I want your feedback. There's a feature you've always wished your trading tools had. There's something about your current scanner that frustrates you. If there's a task you wish it could be automated, if there's an indicator or idea you'd like me to explore, tell me in the comments. I'll be reading every one of them. As DTI continues to grow, there will be to come a point where I need traders like you to help test new features and give me real world feedback. I might think that something's perfect, but someone else might see something that my eyes don't. And if that's something you'd be interested in or enjoy being a part of, please let me know in the comments. Some of your ideas may become future DTI features. This isn't just my project anymore. I'd like it to become something the trading community helps build together. My goal is simple: build the best trading tool I possibly can, not just for me, but for traders everywhere, and to make sure it's affordable. The next episode, I'm going to give you a tour of DTI and show you what it does today. And after that, we'll start building it together. I'm Doug with Day Trader Insights. I'll see you in episode 2.